I was there at the Savoy the night everything happened with Drew, and I saw some reports. It must be a lot to handle. How are you doing?
I'm fine. This was all just a big misunderstanding.
I hope so. And I'm so glad that you're holding up. Did, the police happen to find any other evidence besides the test that showed that Drew took the ketamine?
Drew didn't take ketamine. He was drugged.
That's terrible. And it's disturbing if it's true.
It is true. Drew was set up. He knows it, and he's going to prove it.
I'm gonna take off my chief of staff hat for a minute and speak to you as a friend, woman to woman. I understand you wanting to be loyal to Drew, especially after everything that you've been through. But sometimes when we bond through intense circumstances, it can shade how we perceive things. Maybe even make us dig in deeper to justify choices in the face of criticism.
I am perfectly fine with my choices.
Just make sure when you're making your decisions about Drew that you're looking at everything with your eyes wide open.
I appreciate your concern. Is there anything else, Doctor?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Oh, hey, slow down.
Go ahead,
Wait.
say it. Everyone else has. I'm crazy for sticking by Drew.
I'm pretty sure that's not what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry. That was totally out of line.
Hey, I'm not judging you, and I certainly don't think you're crazy. Stressed, definitely.
It shows, huh?
Nah, a little bit. Look, I saw the news, but if you say the guy's innocent, then I have no opinion on it. You know the man better than I do.
I do, and he's innocent.
And he's definitely lucky to have you by his side. Good for you for trusting your own gut on this.
So I spoke
I had my doubts about Drew. I saw how it looked. But then he begged me to come here with him to have his blood tested. I did. And his blood had ketamine in it. So I believed him when he said he was drugged.
And that's what matters.
It's not enough that I believe it. I need a judge to believe it too.
Why?
Because if Drew can't publicly exonerate himself and prove who drugged him, it's really, really bad for my divorce and my custody fight. I could lose my kids.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. So let's get to it, y'all. I'm gonna definitely try to make these next few videos short, but we're gonna get into the Drew and Willow stuff right now. So Willow met with Portia, and basically, you know, Portia just wanted to really talk about Willow because of the way, you know, basically Willow is right now, and still kind of sticking by Drew's side. She knows at this point that, you know, Willow has not left Drew's side right now. And, you know, it was definitely one of those things where it was kind of an awkward situation at times because, you know, you could tell that Willow, when it feels like someone's lecturing her, she definitely does not want to hear it. Like, she definitely does not want to hear it. But, you know, Portia was, you know, kind of innovating her to, you know, explain, you know, what everything that happened at the Savoy, him getting caught the way he did. And Willow said she's fine because what Portia wanted to know is she was fine after that incident. She said she's fine and she was still defending Willow. So Portia found out basically that Willow was still defending Drew. And so Portia ended up speaking to her as a friend, and she said she wants to be loyal to Drew after everything they've been through. But Portia said advice is that she keeps her eyes open when it comes to Drew, which isn't bad advice from Portia to Willow, you know, but we know Willow pig-headed ass ain't gonna listen to her, hard-headed ass ain't gonna listen to her, bro. But Portia was absolutely right that she needs to keep her eyes open when it comes to Drew, because Drew has done some savage things. He's already done something behind the scenes. So one thing that I know I'm never gonna forget is when Drew made that call to Michael's infirmary, bro, the recovery center, when he basically put that call out to lie and make it seem like Michael didn't want to visit with Willow. And so that's the type of stuff that we're talking about. Like Drew could be that cerebral, you know, to her Willow issue if, you know, if Willow ever crosses him. So, you know, and that was crazy with how that went. And then, you know, Willow ran into Isaiah a little bit later, and, you know, she was, she already like said to him, like, don't lecture me about Drew and stuff like that. And you know, Isaiah wasn't on that kind of time, you know what I'm saying? But, she also expressed some like real concern about this being something where she, you know, she could lose her kids or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing that she's really worried about. But she said she needs a judge to believe Drew, because remember, if he can't out prove he was drugged, like that's still the thing that's out there, that, you know, it's not just the blood test results, but he's the evidence that he was actually drugged and not that he didn't drug himself. And that's what the one thing that the blood test results doesn't tell, is that you could have just drugged yourself. So he still needs the evidence. And she's like, if he loses this, you know, that puts her in immediate danger to lose the kid. So I thought it was a good conversation that she had with Isaiah as well about this. But we're going to see how this all going to play out. But I think Brad might have just helped the Drew with this situation. We're going to get to that in the next video, man. But go on ahead and give me y'all thoughts on this. Give this video a like, share, subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for watching this one. After News to Light.